Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the 2026 Animal Rights Forum. We acknowledge the Gadigal clan of the Eora Nation as the traditional custodians of the land we are meeting on this weekend, and we recognise any other people or families with connection to the lands of Sydney and its extended region. We acknowledge and respect their continuing culture and the contribution they make to the life of this city and region. I also encourage everyone here to connect with First Nations people and learn about their connection to country and what country truly means. So my name is Rick Allport. I am one of the team of the Animal Rights Forum. I'm also a director of Coast to Coast Animal Friends. I work with Kangaroos Alive and I also work with Vegan Australia. So I carry many caps and I'm the co-host of the Vegan Compass podcast. Somewhere in between that, I get to sleep. I'm not sure when. But firstly, thank you. Thank you for being here and giving up your weekend for animals. To those who have travelled from overseas, interstate, or across New South Wales, thank you for making the journey. Every person in this room is here because you care about animals. And that matters. That is not small. We are living in a time when billions of sentient beings are suffering behind closed doors, hidden from sight, hidden behind marketing language, hidden behind systems designed to make violence look normal. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for speaking up and refusing to look away. But I'm going to be honest, some days the work breaks you. Some days you see things you can't unsee. You carry images that haunt you. You feel the weight of it long after the event is over. Many of us in this room have paid a personal cost for caring this much. And when you carry that kind of weight, sometimes it spills over. We get frustrated, we disagree. And yes, infighting has cost us energy. Ego has cost momentum. And the animals cannot afford that cost. So this movement is not about personal platforms. It's not about being the loudest voice. It's about being effective. We can debate, we can disagree, and we can learn. But we cannot allow ego to fracture our movement that the animals depend on. Division weakens movements. Unity strengthens them. The enemy is not each other. The enemy is violence against animals. The enemy is commodification, and the enemy is the belief that some lives are worth less. The great Barry Horn once said, "If we do nothing, we are nothing." But look around this room. Just take a quick moment to look around at all these amazing people here. We are not nothing. We are rescuers, educators, politicians, investigators, artists, musicians, organisers, witnesses. We are animal rights activists. We are people who choose discomfort over convenience and justice over approval. And I want to be very clear. What you are doing right now matters. Exposing abuse, street outreach, leafleting, bearing witness, running stalls, rescuing, teaching, creating podcasts, films, music, photography, making amazing vegan food, and so much more. It all counts. Culture does not shift without consistent pressure, and many of you have been applying this pressure for years. Please don't stop. But we also have to acknowledge something. The industries we're up against are not asleep, and many have enormous amounts of money and resources. They rebrand, hire PR firms, soften their language, co-opt our words, spread misinformation, and they adapt. Which means we have to evolve too. Not by abandoning what works, but by building on it, experimenting, collaborating, and reaching audiences we haven't reached before. We need to think outside the box and question if the box is still serving us. There's a line from the podcast, Radicals and Revolutionaries, that resonates deeply with me. Make animal rights radical again. And I don't think that means being polite. And I don't think that that means asking gently while billions die behind closed doors. Radical means bold enough to disrupt comfort. Radical means ideas that push boundaries. Radical means strategies that make people stop, think, and feel. Radical means refusing to dress injustice up in softer language. The violence is extreme. Our response cannot be timid. This doesn't mean being reckless. It means being strategic. It means being courageous enough to try things that haven't been tried before. Because we can't keep doing exactly what we've always done and expect a different result. We honour the work that has brought us this far, and we must commit to getting smarter about the work that takes us further. Because the animals are still in cages, still in trucks, still in laboratories, still on killing floors, behind walls most people refuse to look behind. Animals don't care who gets the credit. Animals care that we show up. And you are showing up. So this weekend is about solidarity. It's about strengthening the movement instead of fragmenting it. It's about courage and standing shoulder to shoulder, even if we don't agree on everything, and remembering why we started this in the first place. So thank you for being here. Thank you for what you do when no one is watching, and thank you for refusing to be silent. And if we stay united, stay courageous, and stay creative, there is no industry powerful enough to silence a movement built on justice. Thank you. So now, where is he? There he is. Now I will hand over to Roy Taylor. So Roy started the Animal Rights Forum back in 2009. It started out as the Animal Activist Day, then became the Animal Activist Forum, and in 2024 it became the Animal Rights Forum. Please welcome Roy up to the stage.
Cheers. Hello, everyone. Rick and I decided that the optimum way to do the welcome speech would be for Rick to inspire you all and for me to tell you where the toilets are. My name is Roy Taylor, and I'm an animal rights activist. And I want to thank you all for being who you are as well. This is kind of an important thing, and we all know it is very, very important. And I'm of the belief that this movement can be strengthened and grown a lot more than it is. And one of the ways to do that is to bring people together to cooperate with each other and get off Facebook and be in person when we can. Anyone here that was at the Day of Activism yesterday? Did anyone go to the Day of Activism? Some hands going up. That's really good. Thank you. I wasn't able to due to collecting these things and another forum admin, but thanks for going along with that. We're trying to add things to the event to grow it into a larger event and adding more to it, and that requires the support of the activist community. So that's our aim for the Day of Activism, to bring more people together. I first went to an animal rights conference, the Animal Activist Day, back in 2008. It was about 25 people in Canberra, and I'd just been active as an activist in that part of my life for a few months, and I made a point of going and meeting people, and I found it inspirational to meet others and I wanted to know what I could do. And that is the aim. The aim of this event is to network, encourage networking, educate so that people know what has been done before, and also to inspire for more work, also to make friends and plan for future actions. So that's why we do this. I'd also like to thank, we run completely at a, I was going to say not-for-profit, some would word that at a loss, but we don't make any money from this, of course. But we try and keep it around about zero. And that is why I have to sell tickets. I'd like everyone to come and not sell tickets, but we do. This costs. To that end, I'd like to thank any members of the livestock industry who have sneaked in to see what we're up to, because their contribution to ticket sales helps keep the costs down. It has happened before. One aspect of this event is socialising and networking, and that's why we have a social event on the Saturday night. Having a drinking session would seem a extravagance in the nature of suffering, but it's all very well to excoriate oneself with the nature of the world, but unless you have fun, you won't stick with helping animals. So that's why we have a social event. It is towards the greater good. If you don't have a ticket for the social event, we may have some. That will be Shane. Shane, put your hand up at the back. Shane's at the back. I believe she has some social dinner tickets, a handful. So if you've not got a ticket for that, see her. And there is a point to the social event. It is to encourage people to stick with activism. I know many people have done a lot more work very intensively and have dropped out. I find moderating one's activism up to the point where you know what you can do, but stick with it the long term, that has the benefit of keeping experienced people in the movement. Other things of the weekend are the Animal Justice Awards. That's before the social event, and that should be very good. So thanks to the Animal Justice Foundation for that. In addition to that, there has been Voiceless have helped us out in so much as they have given scholarships to younger activists to attend this event. And as part of our group reviews, the Voiceless will be introducing those younger activists who have won a scholarship in their group review this afternoon in this room. And then we go on to, later on, the full award ceremony. Now, I've got some thanks. I will try and wrap this up quickly. I want to thank the core executive, which are Shane, who I've introduced, and Christine Hahn. Christine Hahn and Shane. Also, Rick and Carl Schapp, who's a bit of a wizard with organising events. And he's such a wizard, he's disappeared. So, genuine. Oh, he's up there. Okay. So, genuine wizardly acts. And then all the volunteers who have helped in various capacities, who are thanked on the back of the booklet. Anyone that is missed off, that is due to my mistakes. So I apologise in advance. We've got a lot of people who've come on board to put this event together over the last 2 years, and it does take quite some time. Also, towards the end of getting this event on the road, are the partnering organisations that you'll see thanked in the booklet and on various posters around the venue. That help their financial support and support in other ways helps keep the costs down and the tickets down. I want to minimise the costs whilst not bringing in a loss. They've also got Voiceless, Grade 2K USA Worldwide and Animals Australia, who are our gold sponsors who really do ensure that the event occurs. And then we have in-kind sponsors who provide in so many ways various other aspects. Compassion Creamery and Funky Pies will be helping us out with nice food. So that is very kind and lovely. So please support all our in-kind sponsors, Voiceless, Grade 2K, USA Worldwide, Animals Australia, and all our partner organisations. And conference bags are there. You've got your conference bags. That's great. So please support those organisations. Now, on the subject of Funky Pies and Compassion Creamery, that's wonderful, yes. All lunches and snacks are vegan. Do we have to say it? But I'm here to prove you don't have to be weedy to be a vegan. Thank you. I've been working on that for some years now. Morning tea we've got Compassion Creamery, Funky Pies. Shane, would you just announce what the timing is of the break things? Just who we've got when? Compassion Creamery and Funky Pies are coming in when? Brilliant. Okay, thank you. The pies are not gluten-free. I don't think we've got gluten-free pies, have we? No. Okay, that's good. Everything's got to be, that's the important thing. Social drinks, again, I believe are all vegan. You buy your own drinks on the Saturday night social event. There should not be animal milks here. We've asked for that, so it should be soy and almond. Lunch is being served in the marble foyer, which is the foyer just outside here for those that have bought lunches in advance. Please respect the venue. They've asked for no food to be brought into the venue. Please respect our space because we think it's kind of nice and we'd like to be invited back. That's the logistics of the space. Please respect it. Right, talks. Let me talk about the talks. Something that we're doing for the first time this year are discussion circles. That is just a chance for you to get things off your chest, and I'm sure you've got a few things. We've got a few of those scheduled, and they are in the agenda in the expo room. So essentially, it's a circle of 12 chairs, and with a facilitator and a topic, and it's a chance for you to talk about the subject with other people. And that's all it is. No formal presentation. It's a chance for you to give your thoughts and hear the thoughts of other activists. And we've got 3 of those scheduled for today and more of those organised for tomorrow. I pinched that idea from the UK's Vegan Animal Rights Conference, so thanks for them. Please, in terms of talks, please be punctual to all talks. Please be respectful to all speakers. No live streaming of speakers, please, and only video speakers unless the speaker says they're happy with it. Some people have organised to do videoing beforehand. They've liaised with others. We have had members of the greyhound industry threatening to do a disruption at today's event. If they do, please live stream it. No, sorry. Please video it so that I deal with them in a polite fashion. So, yes. So we don't actually think it's going to happen. We just think they're full of hot air, actually. So let's see if they are. I think that was just a silly Facebook comment on their part. But if something does happen, just, video it. And we've got that in case we need that video evidence later on. Don't linger in the rooms when a talk is finished or there's another talk next. Please don't talk loudly outside the rooms while the talk's going on. For speakers, you'll be warned 5 minutes before the end of the talk, so please wrap up at that point. And when it's time to shut up, do the thing. Please, speakers, I, for one, loathe seeing unpleasant imagery of animal cruelty. I don't need it to motivate myself anymore, thank you very much. So if you're going to show that kind of stuff, please warn people, because it doesn't do some people a lot of good. Don't overrun your talks like I'm doing now. Thank you. Please, onto the venue itself. Please treasure our venue. There are loos just to the right. Go out of here to the left, over down there. And there are this is our room 1, and then which the Masonic Centre calls the Grand Lodge. Then we've got the Tuscan room and the Corinthian room, which are on the floor above. Floor below. That was just checking that everyone's paying attention to the event that I have organised. Thank you. Through across there is the expo room, and that's where our partner organisations have come together to do their tables, sell their merchandise, etc. Please visit the tables, talk to them, and network. That's what the event's all about. Also, to the side of that, at the back, is our discussion circle area. It's just really 12 seats and a topic to talk about. Nothing fancy. If you're late and you don't get a seat, you'll have to go somewhere else. We've only got 12. It's a little additional thing this year. Sorry, 15. So we've really pushed the boat out to 15 seats this year. Thank you. Don't leave cups everywhere. Oh, there we go. That's my other note. There are maps around the venue put on the walls. We honestly don't think there's going to be disruption. We think the greyhound people, frankly, the pro-greyhound people are full of hot air. So, but they did say that. So, yeah, boo, they're bad. But if it does occur, you video it so that we know what we're doing. If we've got to gather evidence, we've done that. If you don't want to be filmed or photographed, don't know what you're getting up to, but sit at the back of the room. Wear your lanyards at all time. Anyone not wearing a lanyard will deem to be naughty. And they will have a word with Bill, that will have a word with them. Please hand your lanyard in. That's the same as the UK conference. They're told to hand our lanyards in, so that's worldwide. If you see on Facebook, there has been a spam email going out saying from someone called Emerson. That's nothing to do with us. We don't think our systems have been hacked. What we think is it's an AI bot that trawls conferences, looks at the organizations involved, goes onto their website, finds the email addresses, and then emails them. So if you see an email from Emerson, nothing to do with us, it's a phishing scam, I believe, and we've not been hacked, but avoid it. We've got Mark Berryman from Plant-Based Treaty here today. He has asked me to ask you to endorse the Plant-Based Treaty. Is Mark in the room now? Mark isn't in the room now, but through in that room there's a banner from Plant-Based Treaty, I believe. Will they what, sorry? Oh, the Greyhound people. Very, I don't think so. No. Look, I don't think there's going to be any violence. It's my duty of care to say that kind of threat was made. I'm not expecting anything. I think it's just, you can make a lot of fuss by saying things on Facebook. And someone said, we're going to do a protest at the Animal Rights Forum. I hope they've got security. Look, so we've had to do loads of extra work. If you're wondering why I've said no pseudonyms and we're going to check your photo ID, that's why. Because we can either make a choice of spending 10 grand in security or look at your photo ID, make sure we know everyone that's here. And if some person from the Greyhound industry kicks off, we can make sure they're not allowed back next year. So that's all we can do without running up the costs. I don't think there's going to be anything. I honestly don't. But you never know. You've got to just do what you can do. Please endorse the Plant-Based Treaty if that's something you support, please. And Mark should be through in the other room with a banner, and you can liaise with him. If you like the event, please do email us to say you liked it. It takes a couple of years to organise this event, on and off, Saturday mornings and Saturday evenings, almost every week, putting this together. Sometimes it's just a bit of hard work, and for all the emails we get saying it's a great event, they keep us going. Hello, Christine. Thank you. If you would like to volunteer for the event for the next one, if you're reliable, able to motivate yourself, please volunteer. We would really like someone to take on the marketing. We look for project management people, marketing people, event management people. I'd really like a social media kind of marketing specialist. Liaise with us, please. If you take any good photos, please share them to our Facebook page, and then we may use them. As saying, Christine's mentioned the QR codes around the place. Please support our raffle. That's at the Coast to Coast Animal Friends stall on the immediate right of the expo room. Why be an animal rights activist? Because there's meaning in this. Hope you enjoy the event. Thank you. Go to the rooms. Oh, 1 second. Unless the speaker says specifically no, and I would suggest not taking photos of the people at the back of the rooms in case they don't want to be photographed. So I think that's how we negotiate that. Thanks for all coming. Thank you.
Also, just a quick reminder, I know Roy said something, but please no streaming of any of the talks. So video, photograph, but please no streaming. Go and be wondered